flying these aircraft in the future. So the search and rescue capability of these aircraft and crews will carry on into the future, but with higher technology aircraft, like as you see in front of you now. And he's just coming into the hover position. He's looking at the lifeboat. The lifeboat's now heading towards into wind. And they'll look at the lifeboat and they'll lower the winchman down and onto the deck of the lifeboat. In this case, they're just doing an auto hover and looking to see how the lifeboat's moving in the waves before they make the decision to deploy the winchman.
15 knots, heading 3 north. Heading over. I copy 320, 15 knots over.
Roger, you just heard the lifeboat talking to the helicopter. They want the lifeboat to steer a course of 220 at a speed of 15 knots, and that also allows the helicopter to use its power winch capability to move through the air and drop the winchman down onto the deck of the lifeboat. This can be quite a treacherous situation for the winchman going down on the wire because of the static electricity that is built up, and also the aerials that you see on the lifeboat can cause the winchman to get caught up if the sea conditions are really bad. As you see now, the winchman's now being lowered. The air that's coming down from those rotors on the aircraft are pushing a downdraft of over 20 tons of air coming down towards the back of the lifeboat. You saw the Merlin aircraft earlier on with the downdraft from that pushing the police boats around in the bay.
So now this is the moment when the winchman would be controlling the aircraft, is it good?
The winchman's controlling the aircraft from the door, and he's actually able to, the pilot will hover at a certain speed and height, but the winchman can use a control stick at the door to move it forward, left or right or backwards. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give the Portrush lifeboat and the helicopter from Sligo from the Irish Coast Guard a wave as it goes past, and show your appreciation to the crews who go out in all weathers to effect rescue on our behalf.
Including a 20mm gun pod, stores for 7.62 M60 machine guns, miniguns and stores, and 2 wing stations for rockets and missiles. To think that this aeroplane was built by the same company that built the Mustang that we saw earlier beauty to ugly in one swift move. Because it is ugly, isn't it, Brian? You'll have that. Brian likes that one, ladies and gentlemen. That manoeuvre Tony is showing you now is called the K-San approach. It was designed to allow aircraft to land in the shortest distance possible from a great height. And it was designed by the American, or thought of by the American military, in South Vietnam when it was surrounded by enemy forces. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blaze! Very quick notice, we have a small 3-year-old boy who's so frightened he doesn't know his own name, and he's at the Arcadia. So, found at the Arcadia, he's now here at the commentary point. If you lost a 3-year-old, then please come to him. If you haven't got a 3-year-old with an identity bracelet, which we've got loads of them here, we wouldn't have this problem, would we? Okay, let's tell you a little bit about the team. The first pilot, flying Blade 1, will be Mark Cutmore, ex-Jaguar pilot, who joined the team in 2008. Originally he was the solo display pilot, taking over as Blade 1 at the start of 2012. Blade 2 will be Chris Carter, sharing that slot with Miles Garland and Andy Offer. Chris was a Jaguar pilot at the start of 2003, and his last job in the RAF was as officer commanding of the Battle of Britain flights, where he flew the Spitfire. Andy Evans is Blade 4, the solo display pilot, and he flew the Jaguar. He's one of the founding members of the team, the Blade. We'd also like to mention that they are an Aerobatic on your web and your computer, and it will give you all the details. So if you fancy a day out with the Blades and a flight with them, they're able to supply that. Here's Andy Evans now doing the sail solo display. Flying kick rolls. 1, 2 and now pulling up in the box 4 formation. Nice tiny loop, rolling round onto the B and back onto the A axis with a loop to a box bend. Pull, line abreast. Climbing up into the hammerhead. hear the disciplines as they have their command controls. How about that for a bit bonkers? Ladies and gentlemen, followed by the Whirlpool. The two outer aircraft line abreast, Red Arrows formation, pulling through the sky. Twin tunnels. Get your cameras ready as they pass. One verse. Female plays climbing by. Tumbling through the sky. Imagine the aerodynamics in their bodies as they perform those maneuvers. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as they split. Climbing to a solo centrifuge, nice slide and torque roll. There he goes, he climbs. Notice how the aeroplane falls through its own smoke. There he goes, tail first before the aeroplane gets forward. Reappears again. Look to your right, ladies and gentlemen, and here we have the Goose and Gatling. Blades 2 and 3 rotate around blade 1. The aircraft now formed together. Blade 4 rolling into the top, back into the formation. They will come towards you, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you in the centre, in the Silver Wing Chalet, Ramorehead, get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. The final item on our show today. Aerobatic team. They're coming round towards you. They're going straight towards Reigns Aerobatic team. Thanks to them. As I said earlier, sadly the Lancasters can't be with us, so that concludes our show for today.